Hey everybody, this is Ogre with the Matchup Madness casting team. I'm here with Snake today. Snake, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think this is my first time casting with you, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. We have Fakey and Juppys here. Interesting teams for both players. Fakey is bringing Sea Viper, Propeller Knight, and Tournelouse, while Juppys is bringing Akuma, Celinka, and Iaquis. And as we were discussing a little bit before the game, it's really cool to see Celinka. Juppys is one of only two players to select Celinka for his roster.
Yeah, and looking at his team, that's like a really powerhouse team there. A lot of damage dealt by all of his characters on that team.
Yeah, I think
Juppy's,
that's the Juppy style, right?
yeah.
Let's
I actually
see.
haven't played with him in a while, so it should be interesting to see
Looks
how
like
his gameplay is developed.
Tournelouse got lost in the deck there, but match one is going, or excuse me, game one of the match is going to be Tournelouse into Akuma. This is going to be exciting. This is there's a potential for some explosive gameplay right here.
Definitely, yeah. Because Tournelouse's specials start out pretty weak and they get stronger later on. But if Akuma starts critting, those specials kind of do a decent bit of damage if Fakey can get some reads out.
Yeah, and Fakey is a solid player, so I think we're going to see some good stuff out of him. Juppy's I can attest to as well. I've had an opportunity to play into him in a playtest tournament recently, and very good, very good. I've been picking on him a little bit. Hopefully he knows that it's good natured, but I've been sort of repping him as the master of the offensive wild swing,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
foil to D's defensive wild swing mastery.
It's definitely cool to see two different wild swing styles. Yeah, I've got a player here in the LA community who does a lot of offensive wild swings, and it's definitely interesting to deal with.
You don't.
Hope to see.
It's not something that happens all that frequently. I say that of course it does, but it's far more common to see a defensive wild swing, just sort of by its nature.
True.
So looks like they're getting into the match. Tournelouse had priority, and he chooses to spend a force to step in one, get to range 3 of Akuma. Akuma
Yeah.
boosting Spite, +1 speed, and on hit, that card will go to Gauge. What do you anticipate as the setup here? What's being threatened?
Range three's got a lot of threats, a lot of normals that can threaten here. Plus one, ooh, but with an EX kind of response to that boost, it doesn't really matter too much. Uh,
Maybe trying to secure one of his more valuable transforms here.
right.
Could be a Grim Thunder Calling, but I don't know that I like going Grim Thunder Calling for 5 into a potential assault here. Let's see.
Hmm.
And there's the assault, so let's see if the Evil
Ooh.
Eye. Wow,
Wow.
okay. So Evil Eye is interesting here because Tournelouse gains power as he transforms normals. So by default, Evil Eye is a 0 power attack that, stacks up as you transform normals. By EXing it, he gave it 1 power, allowing it to poke out that assault and get unstoppable assault transformed right away.
I do like that play because Akuma really wants that gauge, and that boost is really good at building up the gauge. So Fakey was definitely trying to just beat him out of it.
And we've
Oh,
got D and Blue joining us in the chat. Hey guys, I
hey,
hope
D.
y'all are as excited for these games as we are. We saw Akuma and Tournelouse hit the table and kind of got a little excited.
Mhm.
Oh,
So Fakey striking into this boost again. It is not going to pay out here.
no.
He's going to get stunned and take quite a bit of damage here. And Akuma with 2 cards engaged now.
Yep, that was a 7 power Go Hadoken. That's why it stunned out the spike, even with the bonus guard coming in from the transformation on Evil Eye.
Mm.
So far, things are going Tournelouse's way, which has kind of been the theme for the Tournelouse games that I've seen so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Akuma's got
A little life lead early, right? That's nothing into Akuma. Akuma just needs to hit you a few times.
yeah.
The critical effect on Akuma being critical. Both players have 2 power. Both players. It's interesting in that it's a balanced effect that in theory at least is going to affect both sides of the table. What makes Akuma interesting is that it's sort of your job as the player to make sure that it's not actually balanced, right? That you're benefiting from that, and you're stuffing the opponent and making sure that they don't.
Definitely. Yeah. And a lot of his attacks, though, are not safe shapes. But there's definitely big payout if he can um, add that 2 power and stun him out.
What do you think about that hand reveal from Fakey there?
A lot of specials.
Right? That was
Yeah, that EX Southpaw. You can choose to transform that from hand to give his normal attacks +1 power. And yeah, so he started out with a lot of specials in hand, which is interesting for Tournelouse, since he definitely wants to hit with normals to buff up his specials.
yep, maybe. Oh, early EX from Akuma. How do you feel about that? I have to admit I'm going to rely on you for Akuma knowledge. I don't know much about this guy.
I'll say I don't know too much either, but I think this is a good idea since the general idea and strategy against a Tournelouse opponent is to be aggressive and sort of beat them down before they get too much power from their normal transformations. So this +3 power here should definitely
Ooh.
help with that a lot.
Big EX coming from Akuma at range 2.
Yeah, I wonder what this is. It's got a few options here.
In discard, we have an assault. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Block. Not going to try to pronounce that either. Go Hadoken and cross. So still a decent chunk of options for him.
Could be EX Spike even. Did he crit?
No gauge was available, at least that I saw.
Okay.
Oh, an
Alright.
EX in response. So there's the Southpaw. Sweet.
Ah. Well, this is going to be a good trade for Kuma. Tournelouse definitely does get to transform some cards here. 2 exactly.
Yep. So he's going to choose to use Southpaw's hit effect to transform Death Omen, gaining that immortality transform, which is very good. I in my first game in the tournament, actually, I got punished by that pretty hard because I wasn't tracking it.
The +1 armor transform.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that can definitely help out. Uh, Also, in combination with the +2 guard transform, that's a lot of normals that can really take a hit before hitting.
Blue trolling me in chat. Nope, I cannot pronounce whatever that is. I wish that I could. I do my best, but I'm gonna have to practice some of the Akuma strikes before I even try to pronounce them on air.
Could definitely go over that after this if you want, Ogre. Have a little pronunciation session.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, either that, I could just rely on you to nail the pronunciation, and then I don't have to.
Okay. I guess I should change colors then. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about digging through players' discards, but it is what it is.
Yep, I will do it occasionally throughout the match. I'm going to try not to do it too much, just to limit the potential that I could mess up and hit deal on accident.
Oh yeah, that
But
definitely happens a lot.
for the most part,
I also think if someone's looking at the discard too on TTS, it's hard to take cards out of it. I'm not sure that there's this kind of thing. I don't know. So we got a reading. Oh no, a parry.
yep,
Parry sweep.
and it missed. Let's see, did they notate what was revealed there? Grasp dive spike.
We got the CC.
Yep,
Change card.
I'm pretty sure that is exactly what I would have done there.
It's definitely a good idea. All right.
Oh wow, yeah, and that was a good thing too. Pretty telegraphed. Usually, if you're in a situation where you reveal a handful of normals off of a parry, if you don't have focus accounted for, that's something you want to think about doing.
Right.
Let's see, what was the reading call? Reading focus, whiffed, but revealing cross, sweep, block, and grim thunder calling.
Okay.
So with focus being the read there, most of the time
Probably
you
the spike.
anticipate the spike, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking this is a spike.
We have no
Uh,
spikes down for Akuma yet, so it seems likely.
yep. And it not really. And he didn't crit this one. So if you crit it, there's definitely a lot more options that are scary. But this is definitely looking like a. Oh, okay, a
Oh, the
dive.
dive, okay.
But cross definitely beats either option.
Oh, he did crit
So.
according to Blue. I missed that. Thank you, Blue.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So that would have hit for a good old 8 power. So good on Fakey to dodge out of that.
In either case, there, if you're anticipating the spike, or if you're thinking maybe it's the dive, cross was the right play.
Definitely. Got a parry.
See what the target is. Oh, either way it missed. EX grasp and focus. Hmm.
Okay, another focus. So does Juppys know another? Okay. Are there any normals in Fakey's hand that Juppys knows about? Changes cards, gets rid of the grasps.
I am not entirely certain. I can't remember if he got rid of everything. Either way, we're seeing a strike. So we know that there is a Grim Thunder calling available. There it is. Juppys wisely calls that out and punishes.
Yeah. Looking pretty rough for the Tournelouse player right now.
Yep, I was feeling pretty good for him, and it seems like game's getting slightly away from him. You don't want to be at this kind of life deficit into Akuma.
Ooh, and calls the normal that he knows about, crits it with Iaquis. 7 damage.
That is rough.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, that wouldn't stun, would it? Because he does have +2 guard on that.
Oh
Sweep.
no, that did not stun.
Yeah, doesn't stun. Oh, right.
What happened?
It doesn't, or his attack doesn't hit at range 1.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
forgot that.
don't we look silly? He
Yep.
knew in chat. He's already calling us on it. And that makes us
Uh,
look really bad because there was a heart this commentary just a few rows up.
that never happened. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on.
And earlier when I got the life totals confused about which life bar belonged to who, that didn't happen either. We're just gonna ignore all of that.
I was definitely confused, but yeah, we're just rolling with the punches here.
Yeah, well, I was going to try to explain it, but at this point we'll just own it, and it is what it is. So we
Yeah.
see a instant hell murder in play for Akuma. This thing's scary, right? If you have 3 or more bonus power plus 3 speed, it's pretty easy for Akuma to get that reach those bonus power points, right? So plus 3 speed anytime you see that. We all know how good light is, so light with an additional point of speed, obviously, even better, right?
That is very true. Does he have that in play right now?
Nope. He instant hell murder just went away. I'm not sure exactly the exchange that happened there, but
Okay.
no longer in play.
Okay.
So we see Akuma throwing the cross there.
Cross and crit. Yeah, he crit the cross. So that would have been lethal, but Fakey played some armor. So he's hanging in there.
Yep. So and he gets to hit back for a pretty chunky focus of his own.
Yep. Focus had +1 armor due to the immortality transformation. So good old 3 armor on that focus is nice for hanging in there.
Actually, that was a That was an 8 power focus, wasn't it? My mistake.
8 power. Was it? Oh, that's right.
Yep, from +1 power from Diabolic Might.
Right.
Man, fast game. I mean, I guess we anticipated it to be a fast game, but that was quick with Akuma taking it.
Unlike us, we do have to be a bit sharper now.
Yeah, next, bear with us. Maybe we'll get it right on this next one.
We're the best duo commentator.
Maybe we can be like the comedy cast of
Sure.
the crew. We'll be
I'm good with that.
we'll be the ones that try hard but don't actually quite make it where we need to go.
Completely fine with that, actually.
We will drop back to the fight card and eliminate Akuma. So Juppys Akuma's out. We're not going to see him.
But he's got 2 more hard hitters on the team.
So what's your call? You're Juppys.
Yep.
Who do you take, knowing what Fakey has left? Sea Viper, Propeller, and Tournelouse. You feel better about Celinka or Iaquis?
I don't know much about Celinka. I would have gone with Iaquis. Oh, what she did.
Reggie.
What
I
did
cannot
Reggie do?
get away from this man correcting my spelling, no matter where we are.
What did you spell incorrectly?
Propeller.
Oh.
I mean, it could have been anything.
We're losing a lot of points here. That's
I
not
know,
helping.
right? I'm gonna have to do something to make this up. People are gonna stop watching.
Yeah, what should we do? Just some hard reads. We're just gonna have to make some hard reads.
Oh, Reggie dropping that challenge in chat. Get good, Ogre. Get good.
Yikes. I'm glad I'm not able to see the chat right now, or I'm not looking at it.
All right, let's drop into our next game. We've got Tournelouse coming for the salty run back, maybe, going into Iaquis. So another potentially explosive game here.
Correct.
I'm really hyped about this set. These are some exciting fighters to be watching.
Agreed. Let's see if Juppys can keep the aggression on with this character. He had the right idea last time. So that was change cards, I think.
So I was super tempted to intentionally misspell some stuff in the player stat bar. You know, just 'cause.
Yeah.
Just to drive Reggie nuts, but I chose not to. So
You're the bigger man here.
Iaquis, for those that are unaware or that might be newer to the game, has a really cool, unique ability. He says, when you initiate a strike, you may set your attack face up. If you do, gain +2 power. There is an unwritten clause at the bottom. They ran out of space for it. And it says that when you take this action, you are required to verbalize, fight me, and grin cockily to your opponent.
So I think it's up to us to actually say fight me this game, since no one's going to be able to hear the players.
Fair. Maybe that'll make it up?
I think so. So we got some parries going on, so a lot of hand revealing here.
So no fear of the, let's see, what is the patented Iaquis opener that you always hear so much about? I think it's
Flight, I think. I always opened up with flight, and it's not really it's not a sure shot, but it's definitely a nice opener. That's 7 power. It gets you right into range 1. You don't pass the opponent. Speed 4, so on curve. Nice attack. It can be crossed out of, though.
D and Blue have educated us. Flight is the meme, and Spine is apparently the good one.
Looks like I don't know anything. The way I play Iaquis is wrong. Oh boy.
That's okay. We're just owning it at this point, right?
Should we just swap it out? Maybe D and Blue just come here.
Right? Like tag team. Bring in the A-list.
We got this. We've got some redeeming qualities. We just got to figure that out as the match goes on. All right.
Speaking of the match,
Two
Both
full
players
hand.
just sort of jockeying for hand right now. Not a whole lot of action happening.
Yeah.
Um,
So Juppy's parried sweep, and then Fakey parried focus, which is a good move after revealing your hand because you don't really want to ditch all your cards and draw some more if you can help it. So pairing focus is a good way of not having to worry about that, since focus is the card that will punish a known hand.
yeah, lots of and there's lots of known information currently, both players. So maybe that's contributing a little bit to the hesitance as they're trying to decide what they want to do here.
Hmm. So it looks
Trading
like
away two
Fakey's
transforms. Okay.
he's definitely going for a different approach where he's going to try to get his normals going
Yeah,
so that his
filtering
special
hard.
get buff. Yep.
We already see a copy of Evil Eye, Grim Thunder Calling, Southpaw, and three ultras
Right.
in his discard.
Yeah, so if I'm Juppys here, I'd go pretty aggro right now before Fakey gets the hand of normals that he wants to be able to trade and buff himself up for the late game.
You ready for the fight me that's coming pretty quickly here, Snake?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm ready, but it really depends on how we're gonna do this. Are we both saying fight me together, or is someone else was one person gonna be saying fight me?
I think we alternate until we can get the cadence down.
Okay, would you like to start?
I no, I want to hear how you do it first.
Uh, okay.
I'm gonna put the pressure on you. So
All right.
we have a light in play, which is why I'm into. Oh, disregard. So we're seeing the reading.
Okay. Uh, does he know some normals in hand?
I believe. Let me check the notes here.
Ooh, cross. Force him to waste the speed.
Okay.
Okay.
Juppy's, or excuse me, Fakey knew the sped up fight me was coming and said, "No, I'm good."
Yep. So we got a transform from hand. That's a really nice transform that allows or that grants +2 power and stun immunity if Juppys plays a speed or an attack with the same printed speed as his opponent.
Oh, and we see something interesting on the Tournelouse side. Um, you don't see this very frequently, but because Tournelouse's unique ability gives the normals a transformation, you can, just like with a special with a transformation, discard a matching copy of the card or transformation that you want to transform and just put it into play. And Fakey choosing to do that with Cross.
It's pretty funny to see. He's definitely playing match 2 in his hand right now. I think it's up to Juppys to kind of force Fakey to start responding to strikes. Oh, but he's going to play a strike as well.
Our chat is trolling extra hard.
All right. How so?
Uh, well, I'm not going to repeat everything that's going on, but basically they're curious if we are in Bizarro land. Apparently, the lines of play that we're seeing out of both fires are very unique and non-standard. So, sort of wondering what the thought process is. Maybe Fakey, because of the way the last game went, trying some alternate routes to go for the win.
Yeah, I mean, Fakey was definitely going for the specials attack in the last round, just trying to get out. He opened up with an EX Fatal Eye. Oh no, Evil Eye. And I think he's just trying to get his power ramped up with his normals, and it seemed like his starting hand was not full of any normals, so he's definitely filtering for those. Juppys, I
Strike
think,
at one here.
needs to be a little more aggressive with his attacks, especially we haven't seen a single face-up attack. I don't think, unless we missed it during all this.
They're playing very, very quickly. So apologies to the chat and anybody watching after the fact. We're having a good time, and I think we are missing a few little interactions that are happening just based on the speed at which these players are moving.
Right. Okay. Let's hone in, focus in here. All right.
Copy of Dragon's Roar.
Big old reload boost.
Yep, and cool effect there. Do not draw or discard cards at the end of your turn. So, primary way to use this thing, overdraw, right? And then start threatening some big hand guile start type stuff.
Yep. So we got Death Omen, played by Fakey, beats. Well, actually, thanks to single-minded the transformation, Juppys will be able to trade here.
Assuming he
Since
notices it. There we go.
Yep, both attacks have the same printed speed.
OgreYama, block to gauge. Did we miss a block to gauge? Block that was supposed to go to gauge. Chat calling it out.
The
And game state corrected. Chat was
Yep.
getting hyper rabid. I'm glad that we got that fixed.
Yep. So that was an EX Dragon's Heart, I think. Very strong on curve attack in its EX form.
Yeah, you're feeling rough if you're Tournelouse right now. Why didn't he get pushed?
Yeah, he responded with this.
Push.
Like, oops. Yeah, they're playing them maybe a little too fast for their own good, even. Okay, so range 4. Still not a bad range for Iaquis here.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a result of correcting that game state, there was some information revealed on Juppy's side that should not have been known. Hopefully, he'll take the same line.
I think he's going to try to find a way to... Okay, so he throws out the reading again. And, alright, fight me. It's a Dragon's Flight, face up. We'll do 7 damage. Read the dive, and we'll get the 7 damage off.
We missed the fight me. D's really upset.
Hey, I said fight me.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was too busy reading. I'm all over the place. They're moving so fast, it's got me in like can't follow mode.
Yeah, maybe I just wasn't.
Gee, holy goodness.
That was fast. Yeah.
That is a set completed in roughly 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what happens when there are some high damage dealing characters in play. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, Fakey wasn't able to get the Tournelouse up and started. Juppy's playing that really aggressive game and shutting down the Tournelouse pretty early.
Chad is letting us know that it was actually GG the strike before. You guys were moving so quickly I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, chat, that was a fairly crazy game. Thanks for hanging out with us. Apologies, this cast was a little bit all over the place, but hopefully you had a good time. Snake, thank you again so much, my friend, for joining me.
Yes, always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. And we can go over the pronunciations now.
Yeah, for sure. Quick shout out on the way out. Thank you so much to Taxi for organizing this event so that we can all, get in plenty of Exceed and sort of share the game with each other and with new people. And thanks to Level 99 Games for sponsoring the tournament and for, making all this available to everyone. If you're new to the game, go check out their web store. Pick up some fighters for yourself. It's a really great game, and it's a really great community, and we're glad to have you.
Well said.
All right.
All right.